I want us all, including myself, I want every Easterner, wherever you are in abroad, you are at home, wherever you are, you're a businessman, you're a politician, in different fields of life. I want us to search deeper into our life and about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is why I just come online today. I want us to sit back and think deep about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the topic I brought today. In everything that we may say, this person have, in one way or another, have erred us. This person have offended us. Yes, we are all human beings, and nobody is perfect. The only perfection that is in existence in this world and in the realm is spirit being, which is God. There is no human on this earth that is perfect. But before I continue to this very address of appeal, I can call it appeal about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I'm going to read a particular verse of Bible because we are Christians. I am Christian. And I strongly believe that 85% of Biafrans are Christians. We must not deny that particular fact. And not that I am saying that those who practice our culture are not wise. I call them the most wisest. Those who uphold our culture, our native practice. These are the, I keep on saying it anywhere I go. This is the people that own my ultimate respect. I respect them a lot, more than myself who choose the way of Christianity. Because it's only good sons and daughters, a bona fide and the proud sons and daughters that maintained the dignity of their father's household. So those ones, I call them the most respected, both in the realm and in the physical. I call them the most respected sons and daughters of our ancestors, Igbo existence. Those who uphold our culture. I respect them a lot. And my loyalty always go to them. Always go to them. In everything, in every activities, you will see some manipulators. I'm not talking about those who will tell you that but even what they are practicing, they don't even understand. These are not the people I'm just talking about. I'm talking about the real people who practice our omelala, the way of our prayers, the way of, of exalting spirit. So what do I mean? But before I go on, I want to read one particular chapter of Bible as I'm a Christian. It may not, this chapter may not make sense to those who does not believe in God, those who does not believe in Christianity, but to me, it makes sense to me. With that history, we can correct the error in future. Let me read this particular chapter of Bible. 2 Samuel 24:14. I am reading this particular chapter for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before I embark in making this very appeal. David said to God, I am in deep distress. Let us fall into the hands of the Lord. For his mercy is greater, but do not let me fall into human hands. New Living Translation says, I am in desperate situation. This is the New Living Translation Bible. It's the same word, but a different English. I am desperate. I am in a desperate situation, David replied to God. But let us fall into the hands of the Lord, for his mercy is great. Do not let me fall into human hands. I am reading by English Standard of the Bible so that those who are Christians will understand what I mean. English Standard Version. Then David said to God, I am in a great distress. Let us fall into the hands of the Lord, for his mercy is great, but let me not fall into the hands of man. In a Berean Standard Bible, David answered God, I am deeply distressed. Please let us fall into the hands of the Lord, for his mercy are great, but do not let me fall into the hands of men. I continue. Berean Literal Bible Version. And David said to God, I am in great distress. Let us fall, please, into the hands of the Yahweh. For great are his mercy, and into the hands of man do not let me fall. King James Version of Bible says, and David said unto God, I am in a great strait. Let us fall now into the hands of the Lord, for his mercy are great, and let me not fall into the hands of man. The New King James Version said, the same Bible, and David said to God, I am in a great distress. Please let us fall into the hands of the Lord, for his mercies are great, but do not let me fall into the hands of man. I think this is okay. The New American Standard Bible, let me see what he said. Then David said to God, I am in great distress. Let us now fall into the hands of the Lord, for his mercy are great, but do not let me fall into hand of man. Okay. I think all sounded the same. If you boycott it, it sounded the same. If you turn it upside down with other English input, it sounded the same. This chapter, I read it for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In whatever you do, you are people who trust you, who love you. For you to be in an indulgence of particular something, in other way, not to be beaten, let me use the word beaten. In other way, not to be beaten or disciplined by your own people. Because your people is your DNA. And your DNA speaketh louder than the people you have no DNA together with. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are a Biafran. We are Biafrans. In whatever may be the situation, allow your people to be the one to punish you. In whatever it may be the offense, allow your people to be the one to punish you. That was what David was referring to. He was begging God, and he was cautioning his people When a man speaks in this way, that means they said, let us admit to God. Let us admit to ourselves, to God. Let us submit, you can say, let us submit ourselves to God. Because His mercy is great. Because He is our maker. He knows us from our mother's womb. He knows how to hand over grace to us. But our enemy may not even think how to give us grace. Our enemy may not even think how to give us grace. But all what may be in the minds of the enemy is how to destroy us completely. So why am I saying what I'm saying is, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you come across this video, or rethink. Why I'm telling you what I'm telling you is, you are in the hands of your enemy. And you are hoping that your enemy will help you to be in indulgence of some facts and figures, that all that he requires is humility. That all that he requires is humility. Admitting, yes, in this area, I didn't get it right. In this area, I didn't get it right. I am sorry for this particular error. Then you are people who carry a DNA. The DNA spirit in them will rise and say, no, we must save one of our body, one of our bone, one of our vein, one of our blood. Which enemy may not have the same mindset. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is unfortunate that you are being circled. The lawyers you choose, they are your enemy. Your siblings, which the same parent brought all of you together, they are your enemy. And I can tell you without no apology that they don't want you to see the light of the day. Reason best known to them. Reason best known to them. But one thing I want to tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you see IPOB. Current concern, IPOB, we hold on to one particular thing. Even though when you erred, when your sins are so great that it can even burst human brain. No. IPOB will wave those things apart and make sure that the hands of the enemy is not touched, is not closer to you. They will put you where they will put you, very safe. IPOB may roar, they may roar like lion against you. But know it that that roaring like a lion against you is for correction. It's not for hatred. It's not for any rejection. It's for aslobo nwata nna from nanya ka ọ na-apịa ụtarị. A child, the parent loved so much, the parent sparked that child. because there are something they want from that particular child. There are one particular protection they want that child to build for herself or for himself. But there are one particular child, when they does anything, the parent will say, "Nah, leave that child." And when it comes to that standard, "Nah, leave that child." Go and check the life of future of those their parents fall into that state of life. Go and look their life and look the life, the future life of those their parents always sit on top to ensure that they do everything right. Go and check them, check those ones and check these ones. You see the big difference in terms of future. You will see the big difference. The big difference is there. You are an elderly man, elder state man. That's what you are, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are elderly state man. Well-winded, widely respected. Widely respected through this IPOB, through the members of IPOB. In whatever you do in life, don't forget those who gave you ladder. It's very, very important. You can forget every other people, but you see those that give you ladder. IPOB gave you ladder. And there is no organization that appear today. Let that organization be genuine. Let them come out today and say, we are bringing $10 billion into the struggle. IPOB should be a first priority in terms of respect than that group that will bring in $10 billion for the struggle. Every reasonable and self-respect man doesn't look down on those that gave them ladder. And if you see any man that have this attitude of remembering those that give them ladder, their life always different. They may not be so rich, but go and look their life. Their life has peace. Their life generates peace to themselves. I told you what I did the first time when I traveled abroad, the first time I traveled back to Nigeria. About one Yoruba woman. That time when I was in school in Ibadan. About one Yoruba woman that always give us, this akara. When they fry akara finish, that those pieces one that come out from oil. Those days they don't sell it. Those days nobody sell that one. They sell akara. They heap it somewhere. They will use it to be. What they got to give people jara extra. Maybe when you buy akara 2 naira, the nylon will be so big. They now use that one to appreciate your hand, to appreciate you. They call it padded, all those padded ones, those fallen ones. That time was somebody who was struggling for life. I will go and buy gari, drinking gari. Every evening, I will roll down to that particular spot where this woman and their children always do their akara business. she will pack it inside the newspaper. She will pack it and give me. Omonna, you will just wrap it. Me and my friend will go to school. We put our gari, soak our gari, use our whole body. When I left, after all many years when I left, I traced that woman, go back to that spot. I came back, I was in Nigeria one day. The voice said, my young man, go and bless the woman who helped you. And I stood up immediately, like, I didn't resist that voice. I drove to that area. I got there. Where is the woman? They said the woman is sick. She doesn't come now. Even those children who always with her have always, most of them have grown. They don't even know me again. I start asking them, I said, okay, where does she live? Is it far or is it near? They say it's somewhere not too far. I said, let's go there. Then one of them recognized me. We moved down there and I blessed her. I bless her. Because I remember that those things she was doing is a part of the ladder. Because if she may not, maybe if she didn't do that time, either I die in hunger or something. I'm a living thing to go and enjoy, to go and do one bad thing to feed. Because you have given me ladder that time to hold stomach. It goes a long way. But the problem many world has today is those who gave them ladder, when they climb, even most of them want to demand for bucket of water. They want to pour them water. Some of them want to demand for grounded pepper. They want to even pour them pepper from that up there. They want to throw pepper from up there. The same people who give them ladder, they want to pour pepper from that place to hit those who help them up. That's why we see what we call today rampant death, sudden death everywhere, because of our character, unguided character of human conscienceless life. When the life of woman is finished, is gone, no conscience again, then look at that person, look at the grave. But what I want to appeal to all Biafrans today, both the political elites, is very simple about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In all we think, in all we do, let us remember the havoc that is going on in the north. If there's nothing, either you agree with the ideology of Biafra or you disagree. But the most important is our identity can never be denied. For those who disagree with us, you are 100% right in your own opinion, your fundamental right protection. You are not wrong. But for those of us who agree in Biafra ideology, we are also 100% right in our own thinking as part of lasting solution. We are all together, both those that disagree and those that agree. We are all together. There is no cause for alarm. The only difference there is when you are being called to come and give deeper analysis and the reason why you disagree. please be able to do that in a polite manner without stumbling with words. Because when you're stumbling with words, the person listening to you will know that you are defending what is wrong. But at the same time, most of us that agreed in Biafra ideology as a solution, as a lasting solution for the situation that have been in existence for a decade, when we are also called to come and give deeper analysis on what we believe on, we should also be able to explain it politely for the understanding of humanity. Everything is debatable. There is nothing in this world that cannot be debated. It's through debate comes out result of what we've implemented. When we debate, we extract out result, we put on the table. People will now begin to think, let us look into what this man said, let us look into what this woman said, let us look into what this child, including children, let us look into what this child is saying. But what he's saying, is he in line with truth? Yes or no? This is the most important area. Is he in line with the truth? This is the most important area. So in all we do, let us remember one particular good thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does. And that good thing is that he waked us up all on time. Not just waking us up from our sleep, from our belief that Nigeria is safe for us. Not just waking us up on time. He added braveness. He added braveness into the call, into his awakening call. He added to us. He added to us action of braveness into that as well. This is the area we should capitalize on. What did I mean by action of braveness? Even when our political elite were so much afraid of the Fulanese, as caliphate control them, they were so afraid, even when IPOB called them out and said, form a regional protection for our people, because these people, they are preparing for something. Those things, those information that was dishing out from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to us were authentic, due to God have helped our race to scatter all over the world. And our scattering is not just for bad side. It have also dispensed what I call advantage. Whatever that has disadvantage have advantage. The scatter we scattered all over the world today have given us some advantage. What are these disadvantages? You will see our people today, a Biafran blood is in US Marine soldier. We are in Air Force. And not just ordinary personnel. These are the personnel that were studied, that work with a department and the engine room of informations. And this have helped us so much. We scatter all over the world, but it's for advantage. That's why I urge most of us who are being law-abiding in wherever we are, to remember that we have to protect our ancestral existence. No matter how comfortable we are where we are, even though we have no plan to dwell in that land again, That land, we need to preserve them. We need to preserve it for the future generation. Because this world will come to a point where every man and every woman have to go and dwell in his own or her own ancestral land. Go and mark it somewhere. It may come up in the next 100 years where they will say compulsorily everybody go back to the ancestral place. This one. Remember when I said 2017? I said that Ndi Bugade distress, we will be in a state of distress. But I don't know. I said I don't know when it will begin to happen. Most of you who have been following me in this Biafra issue had me say it 2017 and 2008. I repeated it 2018. I said, look at the voice I had. I said, Ndi, wherever we are, we will be in a state of distress. And when it begins to happen, that means God are beginning to knock on our doors to go and secure a place we call our own. Because we don't have a place we can say this is our own. I said it. And nothing I said is not up to 2019. I said it 2017, 2018, beginning, 2019. There was phobia in South Africa. You know, people doesn't keep record. 2019, there was phobia in South Africa, targeting the businesses of, especially when they say Nigeria. Who is Nigerians in South Africa? Does Yorubas establish business in South Africa? No. The only business the Yoruba established in South Africa is church. It's church business where they can take from the Igbos. Yorubas, I'm sorry to say this, I must say the word the way it is. I am the best friend of the Yorubas. And I love them. But I need to say it the way it is. Yoruba man doesn't like to invest where he will contribute to the economy of the country. Rather, he always target where he will invest and be taken. Only taken. But the Igbo man establishes where he wants to contribute, the area he wants to be part and parcel of the development of that country, both financially and everything. That's what we are known for. We have this spirit of, let us be the one to contribute. Let the people who will come to their land be the one to be taken. Because to us, it seems more respectful to be contributing than to be taken. We suffer losses in 2019 in South Africa. It's not too long. Ghana began their own. Targeted the Igbos. Because of what I won 2018, I said, this is in the Igbo, outside the Igbo land, should be banned. How many of you remember it? Before Obi of Onitsha and Ezenri begin to look into that matter. And at the end of the day, it was banned. Somebody said, Lion man, how did you know this and that? I said, no. Because our people, black people, abuses everything they allow them to do. Because if you watch how our people, our Igbo Biafrans are beginning to behave outside Igbo land, because of this kinship of a thing, you will know that this thing will, even without interfering into it, this thing will cause a very big damage. Even there are countries that are beginning to even to hunt down themselves in terms of who will be the Igwe, or who will be the Eze outside Igbo land. And because of this rule, and most of people who are dragging this thing, they are like me. Do you know why I say most of them, they are like me? They are like me. I mean is that I don't know much about culture. That's why I use myself as an example. Most of them, they are like me. Then you are like me. They want to grab something that you don't know the knowledge of. Because of you feel that you can fill 3 square meal a day. But these are the positions that are supposed to be handled by those that are well understood the deep knowledge of that culture. Not even anyhow persons. Imagine somebody like me now, jumping out. I want to be Igwe of my place. What did I know? Even let my money be like Bigay the money. What exactly did I know? But this is the kind of royal space people with deep knowledge need to occupy. Even though it's the most, let me use the worst word. Even though that person is the most wretched, even though that person is the most wretched person in your cloud, and that person has the deep knowledge of that culture, you that is billionaire, in order way to preserve that culture with respect, preserving that culture with no damaging in future, you're supposed to pick the most wretched man in that your clan. You know everything about this thing. Oh yeah, we use what we have to elevate you. Come and protect this thing. But what we have this time around, we have even people that I am better than in terms of cultural understanding of Igbo. Even the people that I am better off. You will see them jumping up and down into something they don't know the deep meaning. Because they feel that yes, they can fill 3 square meal a day. I am qualified. Single knowledge, nothing. Even some of them, I'm a check Kamua. I'm a check land there within Jesus' name. I'm talking about somebody who call himself Eze. Omeche yeah, where the ancestral name of Israel, very close, very close, very Omera ancestors in Kenya. Ancestors, yeah, or man. But all my ancestors in Israel. Yeah, where ancestors, yeah, power Abraham, power Zik. Umechi ekpere ahụ ndị ga-aza ekpere ahụ alarie because he did not invite them. Because ọ maghị onye o mere invite. Ndị ga-aza ekpere ahụ alarie ha were mmanya ṅụkwasị ala elu. Empty prayer. Hey, were mmanya ṅụkwasị ala elu. Ha erikwasị ya niile elu. O nwere ka o si ala, o nwere ka ndị iberibe gadara ebe a si alawa. Mmadụ labụ ofu onye anwụọ na accident on the way going home. Because ndị nna nna unu na ndị nne nne unu ewere wara mawa ofu onye anya na starting ya lose control gakpọgbu onwe. Because ha mana ọ arụ ka unu mere ebe ahụ unu gara, ebe ahụ unu gadara, kọsọ onwe ihe unu ma. Ihe were wara kụwa ofu onye anya. So the appeal I'm making today is, let us search ourselves very deeply. Some of the force is very angry. But let us remember, there are one man. Without him, what is happening in Plateau today could have been worse in the eastern region. What is happening today in Kwara, in Yoruba land, could have been worse in the eastern region. What is happening in Borno, Adamawa, Benue could have been more worse without the voice of that man. And that man is who? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I'm making this appeal to all governors and senators and lawmakers. The rescue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in our hand. His destruction also is in our hand. Don't let us say it's not in our position. If it's not in our hand, is it in the hands of who? Is it in the hands of foreigners? No. Foreigner can never determine how we run our family. Foreigners is foreigner. We are the sons and daughters of the household, and we decide how we run our family. We decide what will happen in our family. We decide either if our family to be split or if our family to come together. There's no excuses for that. My hands are tied is not welcome. Your hands are tied by who? By your fellow mortal man? Or your hands are tied by God? Because God can never tie your hand. As I read from the book of Samuel. So it's time for governors and the senators, House of Federal, House of Rep members and the state to come together. If there is any way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, maybe most of us, he offended most of us, like most of you have explained what transpired within you and him. That is not in the public domain. Yes, many people have complained, and their complaints are very touching. But let us remember one thing. Without him, today we will never have a place. The way the people of Plateau have no place today in their own land. The way of people in Kogi have no place in their own land today. If not for any other thing, let us keep everything we are hot of. Oh, okay, we are hot in this area. Let us keep it aside. Let us okay. In despite or everything. For so purpose, for so reason, let us do this thing. You know, there are particular things in life they say, oh, without this thing, I could have done this thing to you. There are what particular matter. There are something that somebody will do. You look at that thing, how it is in your mind. You just remember one good thing. That good thing may be a cup of water that person offered you when you were thirsty. And that water saved you at that moment. You just look at it and say, oh, my brother, oh, my sister. If not for one thing, there are matters like that. If not for one thing, I could have do you something that if I do you in the next generation, you will know that you meet somebody. What is that one thing? That one thing is something that you have a value for. So, let us have value for security. Oh, without this man's voice, that couldn't have been the people called Eastern Security Network today that is protecting our land against the Fulani terrorists in Nigeria. That reason alone is enough for us to come together and say, no matter how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sins is, no matter how big he is, why I'm using the word is, there are people who, they will tell you, many politicians have complained about it. Let us forget Ihonya. Hem chọrọ ka unu mee bụ unu bịa unu ele ihe na-eme na Benue, unu ele ihe na-eme na Plateau, unu ele ihe na-eme na Adamawa, unu ele kpakpala Borno, unu check chacha, unu check kpakpala Kogi, para Ondo, Yoruba land, and their brother is the president, but kpakpala there, unu check chacha ya. Una base ka ihe mere mkpamkpa ada akpala ala Igbo, ka ihe mere mkpamkpa ada akpala ala Biafra. Mkpamkpa ada akpala ala Biafra ka ihe mere oda akpa, o ji akpala oda place oda akpa. Unu chela o nwere ndị mmụọ ozi nọ, unu chela o nwere ndị mmụọ ozi nọ somewhere le protect le akọs oda akpa. Mba no. All human being. All mmadụ. All mmadụ ka ndị terrorists ahụ na-atụ ụjọ ha. Because ha abịago he test go ha ahụgo. Onye ka anyị ji si unu. None of us we explain the importance and the value and the benefit of IPOB Eastern Security Network. None of us has the ideology, have the accurate their present benefit in our land. The people who have the accurate record is Mayeti Allah. If you want to know about ESN, go and ask Mayeti Allah. We have also tell you this secret very long time ago. Go and approach Mayeti Allah. Ask them. Don't go and ask IPOB member, maybe you feel how. Don't go and ask IPOB member. Wait, excuse me. Don't go and ask IPOB member how operational, how ESN, how powerful ESN is. No. IPOB member or is he onye na-arahụ n'ụlọ, na-arahụ na water bed, na-arahụ na comfort zone. Gịnị ka ọma? Ndị ga-ajụ bụ the terrorists themselves. If you meet Mayeti Allah terrorist member, you ask them, how powerful these people are in the East. They will explain to you. They are in the best position to explain to you. That's why their brothers in Nigeria army who are generals and lieutenant generals and colonels That is why they are doing what they are doing. That is why they are telling army department, blackmail these people, because they want that their oppression, their agenda to be widened. That's why when somebody go and rob, if somebody go and steal fowl in Igbo land, if the bad person is caught with the fowl he stole, the person will be tagged IPOB. Because their brothers in police and the army want to help neutralize the strength of ESN, so that their brother can come out and do the same thing they are doing in Benue, the same thing they are doing in Borno. It's a game. Also, it's a game. Everybody they play. They are playing their own part due to their agenda, and we have chosen what? We have chosen the anti-terrorism activity, which is a global fight. We have joined the global fight. IPOB joined the global fight against terrorism. That's why we told our politicians, stop wasting billions of dollars, stop wasting billions of pounds. Because the people you are paying those money that are receiving it, because that's one thing I like the white people. They don't reject bribe. They will take the bribe as evidence from you. They will spend it. They will tell you, oh, now we know the truth. So you want to use this thing to silence this. Don't you see Trump administration? What is the meaning of lobby? In English, I don't know how they call ezigbo language. Zoro shiego has low money laundering. Acquire money laundering. And then I know English of my if you law another crime. Oh no, he also it is stolen money. Eno hana lobby oh onye aka azu. O ya kala ko lobby wa aka azu. Eno hana lobby. Ima ko lobby ya de ko ya de ko another one fantastic grammar. No. Eno hana lobby. O winye mmada esoto mmada aka azu. This is why we say, stop giving them akazu. Kwetagodole eziokwu first. Maka law eziokwu a ga-save anya niile. Igbere ego ga-enye nwa mmadụ akazu si na ekpetakwala n'eziokwu a. O nwere isi. O nwere isi. Mmadụ nyere mmadụ ego si ya nna lee mkpala akpa m, oke were ego a otu IPOB si eme, oke nna were ego a ka amara ihe anyị ga-eme our people ka ha dị save. Ịmana na nke a na-abụ ị na-enye aka azụ based on dị chọrọ isave ndị mmadụ. Imagine you now, the politician you pick money, go and give somebody akazu, you give somebody bribe. In another way, to hide the truth. And them helping you to hide the truth, which means that thing that you are paid to hide will not consume your people. So who are you? Can you define yourself now with this kind of bread? Can you now tell yourself the truth? Who am I? Am I evil or am I good? Or can I get money join an IPOB? Join the IPOB. Gile nyaka azu nke ahụ du nke ahụ bara uru nke ahụ ga-esave ndị bu no bụ nke ga-egbu ndị bu na-egbu, because aka azu unu join in Nigeria la ga-enye ha bụ nke ga-egbu anyị egbu, na bụ nke ga-egbu gị nwa gbuo ụmụ ma time ru. Mmadụ ọla akụzi aka azụ ka o were gbuo onwe ka ha ga-akpọzikwa nka. What exactly are we going to call somebody who bribed somebody to come and kill him? Anya soon, una akụzila lobby. Unu na-akụzi lobby. to protect the terrorists or una opposite lobby to deliver your people into the hands of terrorists? I don't understand. If it is we that was saying it before, it will look as if we are foolish. That's why we push you to the center. We push Nigeria government to the center where they are now exposed. People who reason well begin to look them and say, God, can human being be this way? Many US politicians today are looking at Nigeria officials and saying, God, can human being be this useless? Imagine somebody bring $9 million, and give bribe and said, please, I want you to help us to go to media to say that terrorists is not killing people in Nigeria. I want you to take this money and help us tell the world that IPOB, who declare war against the terrorists, are the terrorists, not other way around. And within yourself, you know that these people are the ones fighting these terrorists. But the problem you have is that you couldn't do what they are doing. Why must it be them? Why not me? But the question here is anybody holding you not to be like them? Not to be like IPOB? Nobody's holding you. But the problem that is holding you definitely is your inability to resist hunger. It cannot benefit two things at the same time. Either you get filled by your enemy and overfilled, and lie down, enemy will come and finish you, or you reject food from your enemy and be at alert. Endure hunger. Ensure that yes, your enemy does not dictate for you. But most of you love money. You love money. They give you money. But you forgot that there are people that have given that money. They say no. If it's for this purpose, I am not taking. You can hold your money. But you call yourself the most wisest of all. So whenever the money come across, you grab. And grabbing it, you now feel that those who are doing it well now are becoming more respectful in the society. Let me fight against them. Nobody is fighting, nobody is dragging anything with you. The only problem you have is your mindset. Your mindset is what is misleading you. Why the other one mindset is what is guiding them, presenting them before the world. That is all. You can do what IPOB is doing. You can even do more than them. Only if you discipline yourself. You can do more than them. Only if you discipline yourself. You can do more than them. So let us look into the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And ensure that he is safe. He's being rescued. Because I strongly believe today, if all the Igbo politicians in Nigeria want to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out next week, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be out. Let us tell ourselves the truth. Because most of you have explained something that make me come on air. Say no, I have to come and make this appeal. And your explanation is highly welcome. Your explanation, most of you who have called, I reason your explanation very deeply as a man. Your explanation is not bad at all. Your explanation is not rejected. But the assurance I'm giving is this: the IPOB you are seeing today, I strongly believe that what happened in 2021 it is the Lord doing. Lord allow it to happen. Chukwu Kikabiyama, who made heaven and earth, allow it to happen. Another way, to select the strongest and the reasonable minds and the well-prepared spirits, souls, lives for this very journey. Knowing fully that the quantity cannot make any headway, but what will make headway is the quantity. God have brought IPOB from quantity into quality. Fruit in the week adhala. Mkpụrụ osisi ndị nke shiri ike akwụrụ n'osisi ahụ. Ọ ihe mere IPOB, ọ ihe mere na IPOB. Ana Chukwu ji aka eme ya. Chukwu eweela aka ya kwawa osisi ebe ndị IPOB kwụlachara ka ebe IPOB kwụlachara ka mkpụrụ osisi. Chukwu ewere aka ebe ahụ kwa ya jijijiji. Mkpụrụ osisi ndị a lele anya asị na mkpụrụ osisi amaka ha nchara ile gburugburu ala. Onwe ndị a lele anya sef na a ga-asị na nke a mkpụrụ osisi adịchaghị mma ha nchara ile akwụrụ. O were ya bụrụ the real ihe awụ the real ones on the IPOB. And IPOB today is not where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can come in today and say something and say this is what IPOB is. This is what they want to do, without going through the normal channel. Yes, I may say yes. There's area where IPOB got it very wrong, very wrong, very wrong. You see, it's only fool that will not admit that yes, we have ourselves to blame in some areas. Because in some areas, we don't cease to ask questions of whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu decide. Only that he has passed his order, that order must be implemented without anybody questioning. Nobody can come out today and try to defend that area. I will charge that person and say, give me evidence of where you challenge what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have ever said. The person will expose himself or herself. I will say, come, you are lying. Nobody have ever challenged anything he said. Anything he says is always implemented by IPOB without any second thought, which is very wrong. Which was very, very wrong of us. That one now, are we going to blame it on him? No, we are going to blame it on ourselves. So we have our area to be blamed. We have the area to blame him. We have area to blame ourselves too. Because we are human. We are not like animal, but our behavior shows that we were following him like animal. So in this time now, the animalistic character we displayed for many years, are we going to blame it on him? No, we blame it on ourselves. That's to show you too, we have our own error too. It's not only him that had an error, including me, lion man that is talking to me, that is talking to us today. I have my own error too, because I was following blindly. I was flowing like an animal. And that is our own error too. If somebody, if we say okay, bring him, let us persecute. Let us bring ourselves today out also and persecute ourselves for behaving stupid, following him. Uno se ka popota now, like the politician. Uno se ka popota ya. I off the one in one area where I off the one that I am an Zuzu. Okay. Eti actually tibu onye mere actually tibu take am say here actually tibu onye mere onye Zuzu. Go on onwe kwetara iwu onye Zuzu a ga-etibu kwa gị. Yes, can the justice balance here? Because anyị siri ike eri nri, anyị siri ọnụ eri nri. Oh, onye a mere onye nzuzu. Okay, kpọta ya ka etigbuo. Gụnwa na onwe gị, sorry, gụnwa na onwe kwetara iwu onye nzuzu, a ga-akpọtakwa gị etigbuo gị. Because isiri ike eri nri. Igbu mmadụ, kezi ihe mere gị ji kweta bụrụ onye nzuzu. Let me take this our brother call.
Mazi, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, welcome to the...
Because I wasn't calling to interrupt you or whatever. I'll just one or two things in Charibu so that we can continue listening.
Yeah.
First of all, this last one you put up here, you were saying that all of us, 9 o'clock at 40, of course, we've been following sheepishly in the sense that now, we were like zombies. Zombies in the sense that zombies are like, last time so on phrase Mazi Nnamdi Kanu use command and control. So the room for asking questions that's about the sealed. I don't know if prohibit. Mazi Nnamdi is a very smart person. So I'll teach all these things. I'll teach all these things to be, and knowing that fully well that questions will be answered. This article, this command and control or whatever, so to see the avenue to ask questions. Some people must not to ask a relevant question, and they believe that the want to do to command and control. You want to go, I don't know, that is why you don't knock as if we all failed. All of us now are all guilty. All of us are all guilty. Yes, a lot of things will blame him, and a lot of things will blame ourselves too. He's not perfect. We're not perfect too. That one, and another thing, is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that's what he needs to do is, of course, we've been saying, he needs our prayer, and he needs to pray for himself too. For Chukwu so that he can always, so he can turn around and know that, the path which he is already following, so that we can match that back to that part. And then, he's been surrounded by his enemies. You mentioned his families, and you also mentioned the lawyers, but you forgot to mention also he's also in the hands of the enemies, which are the Fulanis. And also in the hands of the enemies, which are some of our governors and senators, which we don't know who and who. So it's not just only the lawyers and the siblings. He's surrounded with a whole lot of people, even some businessmen. Now it's a whole lot of people that is being surrounded. Please do not release this man. Release that this man not talking. With this Biafra because they believe they benefited from Nigeria. So there's a whole lot of enemies surrounding him. So the only thing like you rightly said, if this man can come back, like from his heart of hand, apologize to IPOB and DOS. And leave the rest stay. Leave the rest for the leadership. But due to because where all these things is really coming from, I want to get it due to the DOS bad touch, according to Lord Neka. Bad touch because after so much accusation leveled against them, not how I Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So they took it upon themselves. They got underground mission. They came to find out that all the whole evidences they've had since 2021 or 2022, they kept it to themselves. So they've been holding on. Any of them most of whom media world. Now, Forgiving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is as easy as anything. But the issue is, he himself is the one playing the role of giving destabilization. This whole thing, and they may destabilize because he's not playing the right card. He don't play the right card by saying, okay, he wants some kind of remorse within himself. Man, that now, I can go without you see me, give medicine, can we peace. Man, can you see Dr. and the rest of it? You are right. They are talking about creating 100 men. Or making no sense, my brother. I am IPOB. Yes, we can forgive him because he has done so much. He did very, very important, which is true. It's not for him and the rest of the DOS, the leadership, gathering of the ESN to protect our land. One great and good achievement, because with that plan they had among themselves, because none of us knew until what they would say these people na television. If not because of these people, our land would have been in a very, very serious mess now. So I wait to castigate. We have to come back, caution ourselves, know that at least once you have to weigh the good and the bad. If the good outweighs the bad, then we'll talk less of the bad and then continue with the good and then pray. When we can match the back, we draw that nonsense of 100 men, I say. And he knows at the end of the day, not even in this lifetime, can he destroy this leadership and the IPOB.
No.
Mazi, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry. Mazi, welcome to the program. Where are you calling from? And please contribute your quota.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah. Mazi, thank you for having me. It's a long time I was trying to contact you, but thank God I get you today.
Okay. You're welcome.
You see, I want to make some opinion and let's say comment. What do you have? At this juncture of this struggle, there's something we need to learn. Simple. That is very, very simple. Nnamdi Kanu came out, started hearing about him since 2014, and he did well in sensitization and bringing people with pure heart, because that 214/215, the energy he used in bringing some people out. But I felt for him in loving this freedom. But for anybody to believe Nnamdi Kanu will single-handedly give you freedom, we failed, as you said. I strongly believe your opinion. He said he is preaching and propagating this Biafra freedom evangelism, that we may come out and get our freedom. And he did it. So, he's a human. What the leadership did now is commendable by institutionalizing Biafra struggle, IPOB. And one of the law we had in this struggle is the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Assuming she fell to the other side, by now we will suffer more than what Simon and his criminal gang did in our land. But to confirm that this is a divine mandate, the wife did not fail like others. She stood upon the trauma, the blackmail from family members, not even outsiders, that tried everything to shut her up and lure her into joining the gang that wanted to destroy the husband, our leader. So, what happens now is that we must unite under this particular Directorate of State that have stood their ground. Not that they did not see bribe. Bribe came their way, they rejected it. Because if somebody since 2022 can stand on the other side while people are cashing out, buying houses all over the world, and they stood their ground till now, it's not easy. It's not easy. So for this reason, I still believe in this struggle because of this leadership. So I'm commending you for also standing your own ground as well, because they brought us other media warriors as well. Not easy to be pure and resolute. Thank you, Maz.
Thank you. You're welcome. Mbeo, for your contribution. So what I am saying is very simple. We should look into it. We must look into the issue. How are we going to look into the issue? Search our conscience very deeply within ourselves, both the politicians, both the businessmen. Then we know that yes, no matter what, you see, yesterday I was thinking about one thing. When I see where family of a pastor in Jos, most of all these northerners, they used to send me those they would download those incidents that happen in the north in their own place. They will send it to me directly in my inbox. Why are they doing that? They know that IPOB is doing the right thing. I didn't know the one sending these information to IPOB. Are we living in the north? Are we living in their community? In a terrorized community where everybody is running? Are we living there? Are we present in? No. Most of you ask yourself, how does this IPOB get this information from these villages in the north? Because even the people, the northerners, the Hausas, they have lost hope in Nigeria's security. Instead of them to give information to Nigerian security, they are giving it to IPOB. They are calling IPOB to help them tell the world to come and rescue them. This is what most of us are facing. Very busy online. But look, they have governors, but their governors is Fulani. They have senators. Their senators are Fulanis who have that agenda to wipe them out. But they choose IPOB to help them solicit for their safety because they don't know who to run to. Are they going to run to their senator representing their constituency, who is a Fulani? It won't work. Are they going to run to governor, who is governing their state, who is Fulani? It will not work. Are they going to run to House of Rep members, who is representing their local government in federal? It's not possible. It's Fulani. It can't work. You see the almighty mess that the Hausas are into. They are in a very deep, almighty mess. The Hausas in Nigeria, in the north, are in a very deep mess. And who put them inside this mess? Their forefathers. This is why we are stopping our own. We are stopping this political elite in Igbo land. Because the same thing the Hausa elders stupidly did, Fulani take over their place and start killing them. It's the same thing this political elite in the eastern region today want to do, if not for IPOB. Because if you say no, they can't be so foolish like the Hausa elders. How they surrender, how they submit themselves into the hands of the Fulanis. Ato Eze is a living example. Ato Eze is a living example. The billionaire Ato is a living example who came out online on a camera and said that the Fulanis are that made him who he is today. Then I was waiting patiently to see the area the Fulanis made him who he is. I wanted to know if those gold sites in the north were given to him to mine. Maybe there's one site they give him, oh yeah, mine gold here and sell. The next thing I heard is they give me they give me opportunity to get oil well. Can you just imagine? Then you now ask, who are the owners of the oil? So I never knew that somebody can give you what is rightly belong to you. A foreigner can now be the one to give you your father's property. It's like my father's land now in Abia State, our family land. Then, and I know very well that these portions of these lands belong to my father. Then suddenly, a Yoruba man now will be the one now to come and say, Lion man, take your fatherland. And then I will come out on camera to thank the Yoruba man for giving me my fatherland. I don't understand. I can't connect the dot. maybe you people that is more educated should let me know. I can't connect the dot. Because when our turns say that thing, I try to connect the dot. I do my mathematics, I couldn't get it. I dropped my pen. I said no. I think this is a very difficult mathematics to get the answer. This is what belongs to you. Rightfully belong to you in your land. But unfortunately, a Fulani man is the one that give it to you. So when you have this kind of elderly ones among you, if you're a reasonable child who have this kind of father, within yourself you will know that things are falling apart. Let me use the language, let me not use rough language. You will know that indeed things are falling apart in the brain of your father. As a sensible son and daughter, you will not try to know how you can channel your own goal. In other way, to boycott your father's land, because that land your father have took is a land of destruction. And now you have grown to be a man. You have known the difference or known where that land is leading to. Are you going to follow that the same land? No. You have to boycott it. Because that your father may think he is right, where he is totally wrong. So that is the problem. So in everything we are doing today, the brain box behind the engine, the movement, in the situation we are today, the brain box behind it is what? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, today we will not have any place in the eastern region. We will have no place. So if not for anything, I know that no man become kings alone. No man can make himself king. It is people that will make you king. Yes, we must have this understanding. Yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made the call. What if that time he made the call, nobody answered the call? Will he make himself popular? No. He is popular today because we made him popular. Because he spoke the truth. We didn't make him popular because he was talking nonsense. No. We made him popular because he was talking sense. And what he was addressing, the evidence of facts, truth, is there. Nobody, even the Fulanis can dispute the truth about what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu revealed about Nigeria as a whole. Even the terrorists themselves, Sultan of Sokoto, the chief terrorists in Nigeria, and the rest of the Fulani senators and governors, they can't about transparent truth. You know, there is kind of in the Western world here, like the developed world, there is kind of this interrogation they do now in this Brazil. Do you know that every street in Brazil, every angle in Brazil today is being wired by camera, tiny camera that you don't even know that is camera. You may see it on the street. You think it's a electric wire. You will see the wire that point out like this, but when you look well, you will see something like very tiny, transparent bulb. That is camera. Almost all the street today in this land is being wired with security camera. So what they do now is, when they catch the criminals, they first of all took them to police station, because each police station is connected to this camera. You will see those operating the camera in the engine room. Moment they bring those, imagine now police will be staying in the station, giving direction to those police officers on ground, on the street. They will tell them, oh yeah, run to this street. Nah. Somebody is robbing somebody there. Somebody is taking somebody's phone, is pointing gun on that person. Even when that person have no opportunity to call police have already see what is going on with that person on that street. Before you know what, under 1 minute or 2 minutes, you will be hearing police alarm will be coming. Sometimes they will not be like, we hear voo, they will jump up. The criminal will start running, leaving their victim behind. And most of them now, even when they succeeded in taking that belongings that belong to that person, they will use the same camera, trace them to where they live, and go and pick them. And when they pick them, they bring them to the station. When they bring them to the station, this is interrogation they are doing now in this land. When they bring them to the station, they will show them. They will bring them. They will sit them down with handcuffs. They will sit them down and say, "Look at that television." The criminal himself will be looking his own action on the street. Even that one, exactly the kind of truth Mazi Nnamdi Kanu revealed in Nigeria, to the Yorubas, to the Biafrans, to the Hausas. The truth Mazi Nnamdi Kanu revealed was what I call undiluted truth. Even the terrorists themselves knew that this man is blowing whistle. The terrorists themselves knew that this man is blowing whistle. It's not exaggeration whistle. This is a true whistle. Not only blowing the whistle, telling you how it will happen, telling you how they are going to do it, telling you how they are going to operate it. Is that not what they are doing today? Is that not what they are doing today? What did he tell the Yorubas? This thing you are supporting, we will overrun you. Fulani today not overrunning the Yorubas. They are running over you. They are running the Yorubas. Go on. In his interview, he said, I didn't want the Biafrans to go because they may get more powerful and start conquering others. Is it not the last topic of the Gowan interview? So we didn't even Gowan know that Ojukwu was right. He knew that Ojukwu was right. The same way Lai Muhammad, the same way late Muhammad Buhari knew that IPOB is right. What did Buhari say? He said, these people, the only offense of these people is because they want to divide Nigeria. So which means IPOB is not engaged in any crime. So the crime of IPOB is that IPOB knew that being together will bring no meaning. It will bring no progress. Then IPOB, because of IPOB want progress of both the Yorubas, both the Hausas, both the Fulani, both the Biafrans. IPOB went direct to the box where the solution is. They use key and open it and say, here, this box is where the solution is. Everybody should look into this box. Because we have no time to waste. We don't have no pretense to exercise. Others were exercising pretense. Others were lying to themselves. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out and say, this is the boss. This boss, whatever you people like, do. If you like, run over this boss, run away, reject this boss. Last, everybody will come back and carry this boss. This is boss. This boss is what? Referendum. Let everybody go on their ways. And if you watch Gowon interview, he have explained his own fear, that is his own fundamental right to express his own fear. He said, I didn't want to let them to go. Though, which means Ojukwu did not find trouble. I didn't want them to go because the oil and everything is in their place. With all these things in their place, they can become so powerful. The same Gowon is regretting his action. And the same Gowon forgot that even the country without oil, without petrol, they are doing fantastically even well than the most of countries that have the petrol. Do you know why Gowon was crying over that interview? Because he have realized the word which Ojukwu told him. Ojukwu said, you kill my people. You kill my people for doing nothing. You humiliate my people. You massacre my people for doing nothing. You will be alive. The same thing will happen to your people. You see, that is why I always tell people, fight, always engage in a righteous fight. Fight a good fight. Even the Bible said it. Even Quran said it. Quran say, fight a good fight. Bible said, fight a good fight. Why is Bible, even God, recommending the good fight? Because good fight has its own virtue. It has its own power, spiritual power backup. Along that fight, you may be intimidated. No problem. But the spirit behind that good fight will fight for you when time comes. That's exactly what is happening to Gowon and his people. That is what is happening in Benue. But Benue people, they don't know. Because during the time of massacre, Biafra massacre, the main pioneers, the main machinery that did the job was Middle Belt and these people, especially people from Plateau State. They were people who do this heartless job. Today, Gowon is alive. The word Ojukwu released before leaving the world, Gowon is experiencing it. Ojukwu tell you, look at it. That's the word of God. That's what I told you. Anybody, God can put his word in anybody's mouth. Is Ojukwu a pastor? Was Ojukwu a pastor or a prophet? No. He wasn't a pastor. He wasn't a prophet. He didn't say Ojukwu will be alive to see it. He told his opponent who offended him, he said, you will be alive. He didn't say him will be alive. Where is Ojukwu today? He died before his opponent. But his word over his opponent didn't die. Because that was the word of God can never die. It's forever and ever. The word of God can never die. It is forever and ever, remaineth alive. The person he used brought that word to Gowon. It's no more in this world. But his word is manifesting, is standing. And they go on, he referred the word to. He's still alive, seeing it happening. And whenever he is in silent, he is alone, he will be remembering it, tears will be running down his eye. The woman, they wipe out his 7 children in the plateau. Gowon will remember that incident. He will cry. He will know that this is exactly what I command Nigeria army and the Niger army and the other. Because imagine, you invited all the whole world to come and fight small race. And you order them, kill them without mercy. And today, the same people who send you to do that job is killing your own people the same way they use you to kill the Biafran. Because there is family you came, you wipe them out. Today, the same people who send you message, they are walking inside the family of your own people and wiping them out. This word, this is why I tell everybody. This is why I come up on media today. This is why I tell everybody. You see, this world is a very simple place to live. Only if we, the human being, that's the habitant of this world, only if our senses start working. The problem we have that our senses are not working. If our senses start working like a perfect human being, in which God made us very perfect, we are a perfect human being. But the problem we have is we abandon the purpose of God in our life. Begin to, I don't know what we are pursuing. I can't just explain. This is where the problem kick off from. And when you abandon the purpose of God, in which we are created as human beings, we embrace problem. We will embrace problem. I keep on telling people, I say, if we don't know the day we will die, then why are we flexing muscle? What are we dragging? I told one man one day, like, the man was so quiet. He said, say that word again. I said, if we, human beings, doesn't know the day we will die, then do we supposed to be doing gara-gara? We're not supposed to be doing hanging our shoulder. Since we don't know the day we will die, no man on earth, no woman on earth know the day he will die or she will die. This alone is enough to humble us. This alone, this topic, this word alone is enough to humble us. Because nobody knows the hour, nobody knows the minute, nobody knows the second. The only thing we know, we are alive today. We are talking. We are eating. We engage in activities. In the next minute, you don't know what will happen. In the next seconds, you don't know what will happen. Then since we know all this, why are we so stupid to ourselves? There is nobody in Nigeria today, even among our politicians who are pretending, all of them know that the only solution to the Nigeria problem is the division of Nigeria. Pastors in Nigeria know. Politicians in Nigeria know. Businessmen and women in Nigeria know. Babies, small babies in Nigeria know. Then we will now ask ourselves, the question now is, what are we now waiting for? We know that this thing we are pretending we are united, we are one, is what is causing the whole trouble. That is what the enemies are holding on to penetrate. Then since we know that this is what the enemies are holding on to penetrate, why can't we shut that door down? That particular loophole, that particular leakage called door, why can't we close it permanently? This is the door. This hole is where snake can come and enter and bite my children inside the house. And you see this, you see that hole, you see that particular hole, that this is the hole that is endangering the life of your children. And not only that, you have been in the house, see that hole, snake coming out there. You kill that snake or you chase the snake. Then as a father of the house, you still go on to leave that particular hole open. Does it make any sense to leave that hole open when you already know that this hole endangers the life of your children? What about if you are not around? Maybe I now say, okay, because I'm around, I can kill the snake, or I can chase my presence in that house can chase away the snake. What am I thinking? Did I not? I'm supposed to think, what about if I'm not around? The reason why I must close that hole, because I will not, if I'm a sensible father, the next thing I will think, what about if I'm not around? What will happen to my children over this particular hole that I have detected? So another way to short that danger, that risk over my children, is to go and buy cement and see the hole. I'll go and buy cement, buy concrete, mix it, block the hole. So that if I am going out, either I am around or I am not around, I am confident that my children are safe. This is the area I want all these politicians who are stealing millions in Nigeria. Fantastic. I know the problem. The problem is the money they are stealing in Nigeria is much. But what you will ask yourself today, people from Kwara, there are heavyweight politicians from Kwara who are Yoruba today. Where are they? Where are those people? Now that the terrorist Fulanis are killing them, where are they? They have now used that money. Probably most of them have buy land in Lagos, buy house in Lagos, buy house in London. But the same where they come from, they can't develop it because of the activities of the Fulani terrorists in their place. Does it make any sense? Then another way to be sensible, why can't you say, how can we stop this thing? And the only way to stop it is Yoruba go, Biafrans go, Awasas go. Then when everybody go, if Fulani are coming to my Biafra land, they will be properly searched. If it is a Fulani general that will use his influence and his own high army rank, bring in bomb for the Fulanis inside the bush, because they are the one transporting the ammunition to them. All these generals and all these politicians, they are the one supplying all these things to them, to their terrorist brothers. So that time, you see that time, that influence is dead. That time, if Sultan of Sokoto is coming to Onitsha, or if Sultan of Sokoto is coming to Abia, he will be searched, both in airport, both everywhere. He will be searched. That time, the government said, "Oga, open your bag. Nobody is rejecting you in our land, Sultan of Sokoto. You are welcome, but open your bag." Immigration will say, "Open your bag." He will, of course, he will obey. Who is he not to obey? If he say he is not obeying, from airport they return him. Okay, I don't want you can't search my bag. In this country, you left your own side and you are coming here. You say we can't search. Okay, go back. We are deporting. We are sending you back. Okay, we deny you entry. Go back. He will go back. If you have bomb inside that bags, he will carry the bomb. Go back. If you have gun inside that bag, he will carry the gun. Go back. But with one Nigeria, he will bring that gun in and deliver that gun where he wants that gun to be delivered. Then since the Fulani say alcohol is a crime, then if me, Lion Man, maybe I'm going to North, where Sharia law will be established according to them. If I have my bottle of whiskey and they ask me to open my bag in the airport, I open. They say I can't enter with this bottle of whiskey. It's highly prohibited in their land. And I say no, I must carry this whiskey enter. They have right to do what? To send me back to where I'm coming from. Okay, we deny you entry since you insist you want to take this whiskey in. Go with your whiskey. You are not entering our country. The security balance. I can't define their own, they can't define my own. Terrorism end immediately. That time the Fulani will not mind where anywhere they have, if they that north which they have conquered. I conquer go north, but I conquer go. At least that north will not belong to them. Good and fine. Are they going to continue killing themselves in terrorism? Then what will happen? The Hausas who will reject Islam, they will come down to Yoruba land or come down to Biafra land. We give them space to live and relocate their identity. That is all. Okay, Yusuf, Hausa man, you are a Christian in the north and you can't stay in the north. You will be killed or you change to Islam and you don't want to change to Islam. Okay. Let me tell you, this I don't know what is wrong with people. Let me tell you, somebody like me will offer land. Okay, Mr. Yusuf and your family, this is my father's ancestral land. I give it to you. From today, it belongs to you forever and ever, and you and your children. Build your house here, live here, form your family in this village. You know how to go, you know how to acquire property when you are successful. But for here, start from this one. This one is for free. Many others in Biafra will do the same. For those ones who don't want to be forced into Islam, they will abandon their land and go where they can be safe. For the Hausas who will accept Islam, they will all live together with the Fulani. Fulani will rule them with their Sharia. They will begin to Sharia, they will Shariaizing themselves in the north. Wala toto, wala ilu together. Peace everywhere. Peace will reign everywhere. But the problem is greed. Greed. You see, what is consuming life in Nigeria is greed. Though. It's greed. Because this is somebody you know the truth. But because of what you want to gain, or what you are gaining already, you say no, hide this truth, hide it, hide it, hide it. Don't say it out. It's like what happened in IPOB. Majority of people who ran to follow the wrong group, they knew, they understood that this group is heading nowhere. But the problem is, IPOB where they are, they didn't see opportunity to grab what they have, what the purpose which they come into IPOB for. So the other group now starts shouting. They now tested them, see that this person championing this group have the same ideology of criminality that I have. But in IPOB is not allowing me to exercise it. Let me follow him. He started shouting. And as you see him shouting, you think that this person is shouting with reason. He never knew that he is shouting because of what he wants to get. Effect of what? Greed. Effect of greed. Nothing less, nothing more. Effect of greed. These days, people present their greed. They exchange their greed over innocent lives. People no longer care who died. People no longer care who survived. Only what people care is, there is one comedy I watch, small boy. That is not comedy. I call it this situation we find ourselves in this generation, where a small boy is saying that if he can be as rich as Dangote, even though it will take all his entire village people, he doesn't care. Sincerely speaking, you may call it comedy on media. That is the mindset of millions of this generation. That is the mindset of millions of this generation. You may call it, to us, we may see that as comedy. No. Far away from comedy. That is the millions of our people today. That is the mindset of this generation. This particular generation, this mindset they possess. If I can be rich as Dangote, Obrolo entire village can get donate come. Nagri wo entire village ha kokoro ka village go. Let village finish. That is how the terrorist Fulanists take dominion of the Hausas. This is the mindset the Hausa elders possess. Today, their children are the one paying it. Themselves, they are no more. They are no longer exist. They have gone. But their children are paying the price today. The same mindset our politicians are in the East today. Make me rich. Let me have a political post. Let me chop money. Let everybody finish. That was the same mindset the Yoruba have. Where Fulani will come and approach one Oba or one politician and give him money. The politician will give them space in Yoruba land. The same thing. And you know that's why without history, people do mistake. That's why history is very good. Do you understand me now? If these people are what do you call it? If these people are investors, it's different. These people, they are not investors. It's like somebody now giving spaces for Chinese figures. Everybody, the whole world know that Chinese are investors. Giving those kind of people chances in your space, there's nothing wrong on it. Rather, it will help your own children, your own generation to do what? The only thing that time as an elder, as you give them space, because you know that they are investors, you do what? You enlighten your own children. You make sure that your own children are educated to compete with them. You will not tell your own children, come. Let me tell you, if you are not well educated, if you are not well, creative, you see these people, they will invest, they will become so rich, they will do this to you. Your children will have this mindset, knowing that they have people to compete with. The same thing the black US did in United States those days in the history. Go and study the history. What did black people in US did when the whites started dominating them? What did they do? They go back. They didn't come to fight or start violent or start complaining. What did they do? They went back and start checkmating themselves. This is what I'm telling people. Check yourself. Stop complaining. Check yourself. The area you got it wrong. Check yourself. Stop complaining. The world we are living doesn't want to hear your complaint. What they want to hear, what an impact do you want to bring in to compete? Stop complaining. What did the black US did? Black people in US. Some women were prostituting in club where the white people enjoy. That was the only job for them. Some women, they went into prostitute. Where they went into prostitute, these prostitution class ladies now form a union. They form a union. Let me tell you the history of that union. They form a union. In their prostitution, each person has the money they bring. They bring the money. They organize themselves. They start sending their black children to school. This is the prostitute too. They've ganged up themselves. They start bringing money from what they sow from their body. They start training black children. Those ones their parents cannot. This thing become a very big union. Those ones who were into music, they did the same thing. They form a gang. They begin to work like all these Army King, all those things. They now say each person must be bringing up 10% of his income from music to contribute in this foundation. What was that purpose? They use it to send as far as you are black African children, that time they will bring one person intelligent, they will send that person to. Most of them, as years begin to go, as time begin to go, most of them begin to graduate. Most of them become judges. Most of them become lawyers. Most of them become medical doctors. But that's why medical doctors are much in the black in the US. Most of them begin all these important area. Most of them become teachers, professors. But the people who initiate the idea, they are not professors. They are not doctors. They are just ordinary hustlers who their brain are working. Who think future. And that future today, everybody is enjoying it. Including the black now that now travel down to that place. They are enjoying it. But the same sacrifice, you don't want to contribute that same sacrifice in your own land. Those ones in the US have secured the future of their generation. But you have abandoned your own generation out of greed. Out of selfishness. Myself. Do you know that this money we are contributing in IPOB, there are people that are more comfortable in this land that can bring money, but they prefer to use it to drink. They prefer to use it to go to this South American club. They call it samba. They prefer to go there, carry women two hands. But we in IPOB, we understand the security of future. We use our own to contribute, to secure the future of their foolishness. Those ones who that is comfortable to do those, to contribute, but they are not contributing. But we squeeze ourselves using what we're supposed to use to enjoy like them. To keep on protecting them. But if you see them where they will come, they will look you from head to toe. They will think that you are foolish. Udo anya and then their brain is no more working. They are human beings, no, but there is no human being in them. Physically, they are human beings, but mostly in them, the animal. Because it's only animals who don't care about tomorrow. It's only animals who don't care tomorrow. Who don't care. Because if you care about tomorrow, you will be preparing how to secure tomorrow. You are not securing it for yourself. You are securing it for those people who are coming behind you. The Biafra I'm fighting for now. How old am I? How many am I going to go more? Yeah, my mother died at the age of 89. Let's see if God give me grace. I pass 90. How many years remain? At my age, what kind of money, what kind of enjoyment did I want to make when the veins of a man is becoming weak? Which enjoyment do you want to enjoy? Which enjoyment? You want to use the enjoyment of a young man of 22, 23 years to compare to the strength of a man of heading to 50? Akpọkpọ mara nwaanyị n'ụlọ na gịrị ka mmemme. At my age, akpọkpọ gara nwaanyị n'ụlọ ugboro ole ka ị ga-aganwu? Jugodo onwe ha ajụjụ a ka ị mara ma ị ga-amata ihe mewa the right thing. Ị ga-eji nwaanyị akpọkpụrụ n'ụlọ with a man of 22, 23. Ị ga-eji strength unu compare. Ị try ya ambulance abịa buru na anụ nwe na compound la hotel ebe ije. Ambulance abịa ese ebe ahụ koje hospital. Ị ga-akọwazi ihe ị gara. I were aka napụta onwe. I were aka napụta onwe. Yes. Ihe anyị na-alụrụ for future ndị na-abịa anyị na-azụ ọ bụzighị anyị nwa agbala half tank. That is the truth. The problem we have, we don't tell ourselves the truth in this world. When you begin to tell yourself the truth, you do the right thing. So my appeal, because IPOB know the right thing to do. IPOB can never abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But I am appealing to all our politicians. Let us go and bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us go and remove him from the hands of the terrorists, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the hands of, is in order of terrorists. Stop hiding this thing. Bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. Now, most of you complain that why they never take IPOB serious is because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because of his attitude, because of what he have done to you people in secret, not even in public. Most of you went ahead to say, after contributing with him, he will come out in public to blackmail you. And the IPOB will descend on you without knowing the truth. That's why I say yes. We, in one way or another, we admit that yes, that there is no member of IPOB who want to tell himself the truth that is not admitting that yes, that is the area we get it wrong. Fine and good. That is what to know people with conscience. There is no IPOB, reasonable IPOB member that will come out today to tell you yes, 100% we are right. No. 100% we are not right. That is the area we get it wrong. Fine, because that is what makes us human beings. And now things have changed, and we are giving our promise, we are giving our voice. Those things will never repeat himself again. It will not. We engage in error, and when we admit our error, we do the right thing. So IPOB is here now to do the right thing. We are not enemy. Nobody is enemy to each other. The politicians are not our enemy. We are not the enemy of the politicians. Maybe something anger you. Fine and good. The anger has been detected. The cause of the anger has been detected. And that cause of the anger has been treated and amended. That is the most important thing. The worst thing that people you are addressing, you are pointing their error, are denying it. It's another thing. Because when somebody keep on insisting and denying, which means he is not ready for change. But IPOB said, yes, in some area we should be blamed. But when somebody says we should be blamed, that means the same person who said it can never allow such thing to repeat himself again. In his presence, he can never. The person will fight like a tiger. He will rise up and say, no, stop this nonsense. It's enough. Don't go there again. We can't allow you to do this again. In other words, to demonstrate that yes, he indeed means the word of his change. I am changing and I am changing for better. So please, we all have admitted our mistakes. Please, if not for anything, you know, there are something that you, even though when somebody offended you leash anger on that person. No, there's something you will do. God will say, come, calm down. Even God will, you will hear voice of God. God will say, come down. At least because of this, forgive. Let us come together. And because of the awakening call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give all of us, let us come together and say, no, this man deserves to be rescued. This is the mindset I want every Biafrans to bear. This man deserves to be rescued. For this, for only, let also one. But I know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he cannot describe he can never describe his awareness as one. It's more than one. But I'm just, as a parable, I say, let it just be only one thing. At least, if anybody is going to rescue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's rescuing with many things. But I'm saying one thing. Why I say one thing? Because of the fourth founders. Because even the greatest enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will find one thing and say, okay, so all nka can do. Nka o mere ofuma. Unu were ya mere ya ebere. Nka ahụ o mere ofuma. Mo ala ya mma ka mo kwere mere ya ebere. E adia ya own, mo adia my own. Emeka adia his own. Uchechukwu adia his own. Adamma adia his own. onye ọbụla adịba nke ya nwa. Asị m, you may get one point where you must forgive as a politician. I, Lion Man, may get one point where I must forgive. A businessman may get one point where the reason why he must forgive. When we gather it together, you bring your own one point why you must forgive. I bring my own one point why I must forgive. Onye nke agwụta nke onye achịkọta ya ọnụ. Anyị ekpekọrịta anya asị oke ngwa agha kpọpụta n'onye a. Mgbe a kpọpụtasịrị ya n'aka ndị iro, ọ pụtazie sịrị ya chọrọ igbusi anyị, dawo anyị nwa kpọpụtazie ka ọ chọrọ igbu. Ọ ga-adị unu ka ọ ga-omenwu ya, ka ndị ga-enye ya sọpọtụ ọ ga-eji eme isi common sense no, ka ndị ahụ ga-enye ya sọpọtụ ahụ ọ ga, because onye weliri mma elu, o welie mma elu lee anya n'azụ, o nwezi onye kwụ ya n'azụ, asị ya gịnị ka o ji mma eme. Ilu ka nna atụ, that's parable. Obodo o teliri mma ahụ elu, ndị ahụ na-anya ya sọpọtụ before ele ya anya sị ya nna gịnị ka iji mma ya eme. Ọ sị na ya chọrọ iji ya aga igbu oke ka m nwere gọvanọ, one gọvanọ mee example, ọ sị na ya chọrọ iji mma aga igbu Soludo. Ele m ya anya sị m ya ọga drọpụ mma ahụ. Ofiri ọsọsọ m ka ọ la no voice ya. Emeka nọ m na-asa asị ya akwa nụrụ Lion Man ukwu drọpụ mma. Arekwu nke ọzọ Okeke nọ n'azụ etiba nwoke m drọpụ mma. Ya kapara mma ahụ onye ọbụla ala asịsị hapụ ya. Want you drop the knife, he will drop it. Ọtọgbọ dị mma. Mara na onweghị ndị kwụ ya n'azụ na that one. Ọ drop ọ dị mma. La ihe na-eji enye nwoke ike bụ na o seliri dị mma. Ozugbo o seliri dị mma, anyị nwa nọ n'azụ etiba na go ọmalie ome ihe ọ chọrọ ime. Ọ bụrụ okwu bụrụ ilu, ọ bụ okwu bụrụ ilu. Onwezi onye dị stupid. Anyị adịgo stupid in my end. Onwezi onye dị stupid again. So bi n'ikonu unu chefu ihe niile mere nụ. Unu ga-akpọfụta Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ọ bụ unu a ji ya, nwe ndị ọzọ ji Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anyị ma secret. Unu kpọpụta ya. Unu kpọpụta ya. Unu ekwela ndị iro mee ihe ahụ ha chọrọ ime la ndụ ya. Unu kpọpụta ya. Ayọ ka nna ya anya niile. Kpọpụta ya. Onwezi ahụhụ ahụ unu chere ịta ya, unu gwara aka unu taa ya. Unu ahapụla ndị iro ka ha taa ya ahụhụ ahụ. Unu kpọpụta ya, nwere ahụhụ ahụ unu chọrọ ịta ya, unu gwara aka unu taa ya. Onwere ahụ most of you akpọgola complain go ihe ahụ unu kpọpụta ya abịa ekwuo ya na round table. Anọ na round table kwuo ya, discuss ya. lọwụta ka ndị mee ihe si eme ihe ka anyị hapụ ime ihe ka ndị na-amara ihe because anyị hapụ ya ndị iro chọrọ ya like that ndị iro demand go ebe ọbụla edemand ya ndị lọya ya na ụmụnne ya kpọrọ ya onye ndị ahụ demandịrị ya ịma anyị hapụ ya ya bụla ndị iro ka ya bụla ha karị ụmụ ha na-akpọ ndị egosigo anyị nkarị nna ndị Igbo unu makwa ndị anyị wụ unu chọrọ ka e were nwoke ma ka e were leda anyị anya onye ndị ole ka ndị a bụ ndị emeghị circumcision pụta sị na ha chọrọ onye a ụmụnne ya akọlaboreti ya weti Nigeria akpọrọ ụmụnne ya na lọya kpọrọ onye a oke ka akpọrọ lọwa odogwu ndị Igbo kpọrọ dike Igbo kpọjere ndị demand ya sị ya were na anya kpọtara ya unu n'aka unu ọkpọrọ mkparị ọ bụrụ mkparị nye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ọkwa mkparị nye onye ọbụla o nwere ihe unu makwa ha na-akpọ nwoke kparị nwoke ibe ya o nwere ihe ga-asụ nke dị Igbo na soro udo unu makwa ihe a na-akpọ nwoke kparị nwoke ibe ya ka ọ bụ la politics narago unu that politics ọ napụgo unu that uche ahụ gọvanọ of Ebonyi unu makwa ihe a na-akpọ nwoke kparị nwoke ibe ya gọvanọ of Enugu steeti unu makwa ihe a na-akpọ nwoke kparị nwoke ibe ya nwoke ilega anya na-akpọrọ anya were aka sụnye gị n'anya sị gị ị ga-eme gịnị ọkwa ihe ka ndị Fulani na-eme ebe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nọ gọvanọ of Abia steeti unu makwa ihe a na-akpọ unu makwa stand ndị nna anyị ha na onwe onye na-arọnye nna anyị ha ka akara anya nobody challenges our forefathers kezi ka anyị sa na ebe a na ala apịa anyị challenge gọvanọ of Imo steeti unu makwa ihe a na-akpọ nwoke runye mmadụ ibe ya akala nwoke ibe ya akala anyị unu makwa onwe mkparị karị there is no let down is greater than this ihe a bụ ndị na-amaghị the reason why Trump ji bịa chewaga hit ba ndị a ihe a bụ ihe Iran mere US for good 47 years ndị Fulani emewala anya now going to 60 years kemgbe anyị ga-ekwutasị ka anyị stop this let down this barrier ị na ebe a onye ọbụla nọ na media gị hụ ya ebe Trump na-ekwu ya abịa wefụtara gị video Trump mgbe ọ nọ 20 something years the poise ewefụtara gị video Trump mgbe ọ nọ 23 years ọ na-ekwukwa okwu Iran ejidela USA hụrụ ihe jide ha hostage for centuries 47 years mmadụ ibeela ala ekwuo ha afọ ọtụtụ ewere ego bujere ha oruru atọ na Obama most of ya unu nwere ike ịhụ English alede palette eke ndị na-arụ ọrụ na industrial manufacturing company bụ ndị ga-ama ihe a na-akpọ palette na-abụ okay now let's say Unilever ka m nwere experience when I work I'm ndị doing her machines or as engineer ebela that company that time ihu ebe eloduru packet milk ebe eloduru biscuit elo do like this yari elu abe with stretch nylon buy around a ga-ebu eme sport were buy around but ticket forklift bia ye pick. The only thing that can lift that thing is forklift bia tie piam bria pu tie la container boom tie na container onye akụ Obama ji buru ego 1.7 billion US dollar. Nya Obama ji buru ego la pallet bunye ndị Iran ka e were hapụ US soldiers ha ji hostage. Joe Biden the same thing. Ejidekwa ndị ka ejidere la Hebrew pallet bujere ha ego in dollar. Not only even all this other administration, one way to another, he bujere ndị ego. Imalo nwere generation no ga nọ ha asị mba ihe a ga-akwụsị. Like this intimidation na ga-akwụsị. Ihe a ka ndị US officials lechere anya sị mba agba ihe a nkịtị ọ bụrụ omenala ndị Iran against them. Ọ bụrụ omenala ndị Iran against US. Maybe ha needizi ego ha chọọ ofu US army kidnap demand ya ga-ebujere ha ego. Nwoke asị la ya nwere onwe ya ga-end that thing now and don't end there. Ihe ahụ enwe ike imezu ala ha ji ndị a si 47 years nke ala ha ọzọ ekwurịtakwala ha ndị enwe ike ijidekwa ha n'ala again. Because ndị niile la coordinate ya anya ha ahụgo ndị mmụọ ndị nke fara afara ikpetagolo ọla eme. Ugbu a ka anyị ga-ekulite ndị politicians dị n'ala Igbo ka anyị kulite ka anyị gwa ndị a lọ ha na nwoke ibe ha dịkwa na-eme ihe o. Ka anyị gwa ndị sọta na ile ndị politicians ndị fere na afọ iri lọ ha nwe Nigeria ka anyị gwa ha na ha nwoke ibe ha na-eme ihe o. Ọ bụrụ na anyị agbaghị ndị a ha na nwoke ibe ha na-eme ihe ha gwerekwara asị their right o. Ha ga-egwekwara asị their right na ha can step on the tone of anybody anything they want. And ka ha na-eme ya ka ha na-aka nka ka ha na-transfer ya to ụmụ ha ka uche anyị dịkwa mụ na-amache mgbe ndị na-eme ya bụ ha dị odugo onye a niile abụ mba ka ha na-eme ya ka ha na-transfer ya to ụmụ ha ka ụmụ nke anyị kwa gara aghọkwa slave leje n'obodo nna ha ha na-abụ slave. They will keep on becoming slave. Ha ga-abụ slave leje. Ka anyị kulite na unu bidogode one step ga ọftagode Mazi Nnamdi Kanu n'aka unu ruo unu asị ha kpenye anyị onye ha sị gị lomere nka unu ajụọ ha gịrị ka o mere ọ challenge ha gịrị ka unu mere ha ga-challenge unu nwere ike gba anyị ihe ahụ o ji challenge unu agbazi anyị oke unu na-arụ company n'ala Igbo ọ bịa challenge unu ọ unu na-arụ factory n'ala Igbo ebe a ga-enye ụmụ youth Igbo ọrụ ọ ba challenge unu ọ unu agbazi anyị unu nọ n'ime ọhịa na-egbusisi ndị ebe anyị ọ challenge unu ka anyị kọrọ n'aka. Yes, because unu si na o nwere ihe o mere unu ga-ekwu ihe ahụ o mere. Gịnị ka o mere unu ekwu ihe ahụ o mere unu ekwuo ya. Mgbe unu sizi oke lọwụ ndị bụ nọ n'ime ọhịa Go jere chosisia gara ha unu na ha alụwa gbawa egbe enwe ndị egburu asị unu ajụzi unu mmadụ ole ebili ọhịa gịnị ka unu nọ n'ime ọhịa eme okwu a the very transparent gịnị ka unu nọ n'ime ọhịa eme what are you doing in the bush does human being live in the bush or live in the city? Ejega ajụọ agala Abia steeti ajụọ ndị bi n'ama Hausa na Umuahia. Did the ESN come here attack anybody here in Ama Hausa? No. Ejela Anambra ajụọ where Fulani reside. Ndị Abia city le eme no business here. Have any ESN officer entered this city? Come and knock in the house and bring any Fulani man and kill? Has he no? Oya Sultan of Sokoto, what is the offense of this man? Give us our son, give us our brother, give us our uncle. Oh, okay. Maybe the Fulanis will be so courageous enough to say, okay, he killed our foot soldiers who are terrorists, who we recruit as terrorists. Oh, okay. Very fantastic. Is there any country that legalizes terrorism? They will answer us either yes or no. So I'm making this appeal today, being 28th of April 2026, to all our politicians, both federal and state. Dave Omai, forget whatever you have with him. Wike, forget whatever you have with him. Both of them, forget whatever you have with him. Everybody should team up, go and bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. Most of you say if he come out, he will continue his foolishness, he will continue this, and the IPOB will be supporting him. No. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu make any decision and announce it, now we have known that all the announcements he has been making all this while he is operating, he is not discussed with the members of the DOS. He make his decision and come out and announce it and enforce it on everybody. So therefore, the game have changed. That will never be tolerated. Will never be tolerated in IPOB again. Anything he come out to say or tweet or do, as soon as we see it, we know the channel where we will go. We will go to the right channel, and that right channel is what? Our coordinator. Our coordinator will go to what? Anything he do, everybody will now. We now ring his coordinator. Oh, coordinator, come on. Oh, what do do there? Are you aware of it? The coordinator will say, okay, wait. Let me contact our rep. Contact the rep. Coordinator will not contact rep. Rep, do you see what Onyen do tweeted or what Onyen do posted? The rep will say, okay, what is it? I show you. I go see here. The rep will now go to the DOS. Then the DOS will now give them feedback. Either they are involved in that thing he tweeted or whatever he announced, or they are not involved. If they say they are not involved, they come back to us. The members of the DOS say they are not involved. All of us, the media will come out of media. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, go and bring that thing down. Now we be the media, now we go to handle them. Go and bring it down. You are not permitted to say so. Because that is not our conclusion idea. That time, we put a lot in me. Yaman no way, it put a lot. That time, no, we are and the Yaromuki Beako. We major, we change man. I was a Yaromaka. And I will go and bring that in down. And don't check it to it. Okay, wait through you. Ije alaga ala enwe isi olaga 111 anyanaga ebe anyị na-aga unu ga-akpọpụta ya o nwere m ji ekwu si unu ga-akpọpụta ya ihe a ndị a chọrọ ime unu ekwela ya mee na me dey talk am unu ekwela ihe ahụ ya mee ihe ahụ mee unu alụmụ na aga like kwa okwu onye ga-atụpụrụ n'ọnụ onye ga-achụ unu. But one time I get rule echete ihe am kwuru tata una say hi. Akwa na unu ma. So ọbụkwara na unu ma unu ekwekwala ka okwu ahụ bịa atọ. Because Chineke ewerego mmadụ gba ya unu. Because ọ nwere onye kwuru ya onye nobody lecture us, nobody tell us. Akwụkwara onye gwara anyị karịa ịma ihe anyị mere. Agwagwugo m unu. Ihe ahụ ndị a chọrọ ime unu ekwela ya mee. Yes, anyị ma na unu ma ihe niile mere ụmụnne ya naraga ego ka ego n'isi ya. But ka anyị gba ụmụnne ya na ha ga-ere nwanne ha nwoke ahụ. Because ụmụnne ya na-ala filizi na ha nwetago ihe ha chọrọ na ha ga-ere nwa onye a bi n'ikonu ụmụnne ka na-erego nwanne ha nwoke anarago ha ego ya. But ka anyị nwawu ndị mmadụ ndị Biafra kulitekwa ha na ha ga-ere nwa onye a. Ndị gụrụ ya aka ha na ama ha gụrụ bad market. Ha tọnụzi ha chụpazi ndị na ha ego ahịa ha rere. Ihe ha mere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bụ ka ekwuela ha erego ala abụghị nke ha. So ndị nwe ala ga-azọkwara ala ha. Onye gụrụ ala chụpazi onye resịrị ya ala. Ọ ihe anyị kwesịrị ụmụnne Kanu. This is what we're supposed to do to them and these lawyers. Anyị ga-anara ha Nnamdi Kanu. Ha wande chụwazie ndị ha nyere ego. Biko ka anyị nwekwanụ respect. Because ihe ndị a chọrọ ime ha mee anyị enweghị respect. Ndị Igbo anyị enweghị respect. Mazi, welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi, ndewo.
Yeah.
I heard what we are saying, but my own take is, asonye chukwu na azokano na azo onwe ya. You know, there's a behavior that you will see, even we ourselves. You know, we even force these politicians to do the needful. But you see, could you imagine? Okay, I was saying something today in one of our comrade TikTok, you know. I told him in the platform, could you imagine? Simon Ekpa, we are killing our people. And he has every opportunity to come and, rescue himself from that. He never did that, but the same people who were supporting Simon Ekpa, from Avid and Rising Sun, he came and told us to start supporting him. And bear in mind, these people are doing that in his name. That we here in Europe, we are not free if we allow they use the name of one man to be committing crime. And that is why I supported IPOB as an institution, so that most of us, it will have effect on us. And we are also under oath to protect our people. If we fail, it looks as if we are part of people killing our people. Why did I say this? Because the same trend is still going on till today. The same auto-rebranded pilots. The lawyer is still coming to support them and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has never disassociate himself from that. And you expect all these things, and when he comes, he will change you, the media will do this and do that. How would this... did you see the interview of the wife where she said to know this thing has been happening since 2015?
I see the interview. If you watch that interview, you will know deeper, you will know some certain things, very deep.
It is nobody's fault. Let's be honest, Mazi.
No, nobody's fault.
It is nobody's fault.
They actually let you down.
Mazi, when I get me, you see, it is so all decision a man will make it. They say, as you lay your bed, so you lie on it. No, he was giving us a message that attracted us. No, I
la Biafra ga ma ponye ha na ga ponye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes, I understand that. I understand that. Mazi, when the politicians in the cannot do anything except we mounting pressure on them. But the people supposedly not amount to pressure have been attacked by the same camp. So, when a politician say all our pressure, our activism will mount pressure that will force them. But look at actually destroy even the base only. He can see but he cannot see what the brothers are doing. And the painful thing, this thing will be because this thing of that no point of return anymore. And when he gave me a disassociate from women and the alloy, which are the men so gay? I maybe I saw me, but I come here so near to so na gave us a zone when so put we then you see that you know what I can have, you know. Oh, we are disassociating now. You need the help name happy. I will start immediately. Oh, you can eat the naka. Inga be onye jim mana achom ga ese mbia ga zo onye jim mana achom go guo mu. Oh, ito sa no mana. Oh, ni jim ma de jim mana achom onye ozo wore mana achom onye jim ma. Ga ese na nkwose ga zo onye ha na chi ijim megbu mu because na mmodu na chi ijim megbu ya. And okay, we don't say that kind of thing. That is the position I know. Only to go and so the buzo so when you're forced. Yaso puto when you're forced. Oh, you're not you, you're Yaso puto when you're.
Hemji Kuago, I believe room. La maybe some the politician Jedia. Cheer warning. Cheer come. Lay henka. I strongly believe situation on now. Anya nwere ike ịhụ tobere ụzọ. O nwere ike ịhụ tobere ụzọ.
I doubt.
Yes.
I doubt.
Okay.
I doubt.
That is what I believe. I am not against your own opinion, but
doubt.
I think so.
I doubt.
Okay.
Even by now, it can I suppose now on a work hard, you know, Imamo Agabagaria. In young lady can supposedly make again. I got a good okay, maybe not the cat or realize Wago position or no. You know, but
Mazi, nke enyi nna ya bara ibe bụ nke riri m ọnụ. O riri m ọnụ. Nke enyi nna ya bara ibe bụ nke riri m ọnụ.
The same thing o mekwere enyi na years back ka o mere this lolo nekachi. You know, so gị na hụ enweghị no atom of change. Don't be surprised echi na lawyer ya ga-apụta kwuo ihe ọzọ against ihe nwe ya kwuru. I was even expecting that to happen, but I'm still surprised no maybe. You know? So you see that yeah, so Pitagoro onwe that's only chukwu nazo onwe. So let him rescue himself first. Okay. Rescue onwe then I matter yeah. But with that, only get blame.
No, if you watch the program, I'm not blaming anybody. Nobody's been blamed, neither IPOB, neither the politicians. But what I will just centered my reason so that can definitely happy feel that Hemega arrived. All my area of concern.
Yeah, I was fully arrive and all these things. But even more than a check the bigger issue. Moroccan, a lot of our people, you know, we sold Mazi to as a savior. Some of them couldn't even comprehend his own name now. We sold our people to him, not our savior. But here, Simon Ogosino, our savior. The same people are now part of Otto getting about 100 men. The same people who our people no so. The same people now were part of 100 men. Mazi, our people and onto our people get it about game gog. I better into our people war game the same people. And he kept quiet in his name. We are not stupid. He can't maybe again a form here when them buy. Guess I buy, you know, I play sentiment. No, yeah, I better I order our food. He protect our people.
Yeah. Yeah, because I have made so many calls and appeal because of this issue. Because over here, the funny, even how one day they celebrate yet now. Hasla Hammer demand and their demand was delivered. One here one party on Parian.
Now, Mazi, and when you mediano, Omuniana, the lawyer, will hold them responsible. Mazi, the rescue on I pota, and when you mediano, Omunia. Na the the lawyers who hold you responsible. And when I gave me now, I don't buy that emotion.
Okay.
You know, I buy it.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi.
No.
Thank you.
This situation, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are hearing, you are listening to. I think it's time. Only something I have said this time with that number. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need to go back to prayers. You need to go back to prayers. I don't know. I have said something before. I said I don't know if he still believed that God exists, because people he is with now. Benjamin is one of those who don't believe in God. Madibu. Methuselah, I say, show me your friend, I will show you who you are. Methuselah doesn't believe in God. He said God doesn't exist. Methuselah said the time with that number, both openly and privately, he said God does not exist. He said there's nothing like that. Benjamin Madibu doesn't believe in God. Alo Dejimako doesn't believe in God. Mimi himself said God doesn't exist. Kanu doesn't believe in God. So I don't know, Because the last time I check, about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speech, he strongly believes in God. Even in the courtroom, he referred to judge, he said, God will definitely punish you. So, which means somebody who mentioned God, believe in God. Mazi, you're welcome to the program.
Mazi, you came in.
Oh, the Mandela.
Mazi, it's terrible. Terrible. I want to continue with with the last speaker. You know, I'm wondering, because Lolo here, you know, so, and I believe that Lolo knows exactly what is going on. You know, this is not the matter of, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is inside and he doesn't know what is going on. I believe through us staying with Ojerefuya, he must have told him, you know, what is on the ground, the reality. And if change is not made, you know, that means that's the path he chooses. You understand? I believe the Lord must have spoken with him.
Exactly.
And I believe, even apart from IPOB, I think the wife and the children will be a direct impact. Anything that happened to them, to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be directly impacted to the wife and the children. So, and Lord knows how urgent Matiade and how serious the matter is. And I must have spoken with him, and advice must have been given, advice that would benefit him, the family, and IPOB family, and Biafra at large. So if something is not changed after visiting him, then I don't think, as the speaker says, the last one says, I don't think there's much we can do. You know, because, you understand? You know, IPOB family has been outside the line, right, for a long time, you know? And we can't force ourselves inside in a case we are not wanted. So, and, you know, IPOB, we are capable. But in as much as we are sidelined, and you know, this has been happening abroad today. You understand? This has been happening so many years, and we kept quiet.
Yeah.
With every of information we had, we kept quiet, continue campaigning for him, continue shouting, continue doing a lot of things. But once IPOB family saw that the person we are not, we are just working for, it don't even show any gratitude, any
respect. Respect is not gratitude. Respect.
Yeah. At least respect, gratitude, and we are seeing that he's not even, you know, appreciating what we are doing. He's even working against us, you know, and he looks us like we are a piece of crap, you know. You don't do that to men. This is man that is ready to die for you. You don't take us for granted. And once you do it, you've lost all the respect, you know, and that is exactly what is playing out right now. So anybody have to, unless he want to come back from where he is and make some amendments, and then we are capable of doing anything. People, I think you remember when China Sanworu said, leave these people with us, with Nigeria. You don't know how we do it. We are capable of doing it. If for what IPOB can do, we know the strategy, and they will release the Nnamdi Kanu. But the family with, I don't know what they are doing and all the shenanigans, you know, we left them. And the matter is he's continue going side of the family, listening to them with the lawyer and everything, and abandoning his warriors. So what do we want to do? You know, we can't go where we are not wanted. That is a problem. And it's so painful. And we've seen that Nnamdi Kanu has everything to get whatever he wants. But the path he chooses is so painful. But there's nothing we can do. We have to move forward, you know. So I concur with him. What he says, that we have nothing. We have nothing to do until Nnamdi Kanu come back from where he is. So I mean his position. Until he makes amendment from his position, then we can see what we can do. But for now, I don't think there's anything we can do, Mazi. Our hands are tied. So that's it.
Okay. Thank you for your contribution.
Yeah. No problem. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Most of our comrades have called in and they have aired their own opinion, and I strongly believe that their opinion is also has a very big value as well, because ndị Igbo anyị sị na onye a chọrọ ịzọ ga-egosikwanụ na ya n'idiri ka azọ ya. Ọ bụ onye nọ n'ime olulu ga-ewepụta aka ya tibe ndị ọnụ zọpụta m ndị mmadụ elewazi anya n'ime olulu sị m na mmadụ nọkwa ebe ahụ, akpọpụta ya ebe azụwazi maazị ka a ga-esi atụrụ ya eriri, onwe ndị ga-arịkpụ dị a ga-ebupụta ya sef. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, thank God you have access to media. You are seeing it. You are seeing the opinion of people who trust you, who love you. You are seeing the opinion. So, I don't know your own take as the person, the issue is being affected directly. But what I'm telling you is whatever you believe, or whatever may be your fear, where you are struggling to sideline IPOB or to destroy IPOB, I keep on telling you that you can never succeed in destroying IPOB. More attempt you make, more deeper problem you are putting yourself into. And I wouldn't want you to continue putting yourself into that deeper problem. Let me just say this openly to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to himself. I have read the chapter of Bible of what David said. Thank God you read Bible very well, like I do. If you read that Bible, think about it. That's why I read it out for you, so that now that you are in that place, you have more chances to read more than we that is free outside. Read that Bible, digest what David meant. That is the reason why David made that prayer. Lord, may I fall into your hand. May I never fall into the hands of the enemy. Because you are great, your mercy is so great. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, choose to fall inside the hand of your people, which is God. Your people represent your God. That's what it means. Because the area you are going to, I'm afraid, you will definitely fall into the hands of the enemy. You can't succeed. Mazi, you're welcome to the program.
Mazi, good evening from the United Kingdom.
Yeah, good evening. You're welcome.
Thank you for your program. I'll be brief because actually I'm at work, but I just have to make a quick contribution.
Okay.
Just in line with...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to agree with them to an extent. The extent is that yes, onye na-azọ ọzọ kwesịrị nzọ onwe ya. That is certainly. And we have all known that Mazi has made some mistake here and there, but he is human. Everybody make a mistake. But if you make a mistake and want to be rescued, you need to acknowledge your mistake and be remorseful, and then be ready to change course before it can be, expect to be rescued. That is the real thing, or the way to look at things. You understand? And certainly, the wife has gone to see him in Sokoto recently, and the wife, from how we know her, who we know her to be, will tell him the raw truth. There's no way the wife will not tell him the raw truth. There's no reason why she should even lie to him. And it's not a woman that has such character. It's a woman that is very straightforward from what we know her to be. So he must have told Mazi the real truth and the real position of things. So it's no more the case that Mazi does not know what is happening or is hearing from one side of the story. There are many sides to the story, and I think Mazi has had the privilege to hear all the sides of the story. And he's an intelligent man, so he has a right to choose his path, indeed. And we can only support him to choose the right path. So having said that, I will summarize by saying that as an Igbo person, as a Biafran, we see Mazi as our brother. He remains our brother, even though he has done certain things we don't like, or certain things that doesn't go well with us. But we cannot stop seeing him as a brother. So now we have a brother that is in enemy's camp, who has done things that are not gone down well with us. Do we now abandon him there and walk away, knowing fully well that we actually took oath with him that is one for all for one? So we're still under oath to make sure we save him, despite the fact that he has not done the right thing. So we cannot, in good conscience, abandon him. We have to continue to find a way to take him away from the enemy camp. And that is where I concur with what you said, that we should forget whatever it is and see how we can save him. You understand? So I know it's more difficult to save somebody like him based on the fact that he continues to cooperate with people that want to save him. But we still have to continue to do our best in any situation we find, and never to abandon him. So what we are doing in essence, asking the governors to try and intervene and save him. I concur with you. I also concur with our people that Mazi should come to his senses and cooperate with everybody to save him, and that means coming out clean and dissociating himself from his siblings and the lawyer, because I think that's the core of the problem.
Yeah,
he has to, and he is the only one that can do that. No other person can do it for him.
Yeah.
So he has to do that bit. That bit he has to do, and nobody can do it for him. Then our own bit we must also do, because we are under oath to do it. So we cannot abandon him in good conscience. We must continue to do our own bit of the bargain. So let's leave his own bit for him. Let's do our own bit. Okay. And let me summarize by saying, let me summarize this thing by saying this last thing. I want to say this thing because you are a military man is always a military man. I want to paint a picture for you as a military man. Maybe you will understand it more than me. Now, we are looking at Mazi as a general in a wartime general. We are fighting a war. We are his troops. You and I are his troops. You understand? Then the enemy caught the general, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and holding him in captivity as a prisoner of war. You understand? And we now realize that Mazi is actually, the general is actually abandoning his troops, not trying to cooperate with his troops, actually now in favor of a ragtag touts on the street, which is all these 100 men, Avid, and the rest of all those rats out there. So I see them as ragtag people that are not disciplined, they are not trained, they are not trained army. But we are the troops that are trained, disciplined, that know what to do. You understand? But Mazi in enemy camp left us alone, the troops that are disciplined, and start trying to promote street touts. Okay, what I want to ask you as a military man, will you, or as a military man or a soldier, will you, if you have opportunity to go and free the general in the enemy camp, will you undergo it, despite the fact that this is what he's doing? I want to know how will military people approach that kind of issue.
Okay, let me answer you straight as you address it. In the military, discipline is highly respected, both from the top rank officers and the junior officers. The discipline is the first priority in the camp. So if Mazi, who have deviated from being disciplined, because being disciplined is that he must stand his ground. What is his ground? His troop. He must stand by his troop, no matter what. Then what we should do as a general who is in the enemy's camp is we send him notice. Come, cooperate with us so that we can work it out. Then if he reply us, because we must have known the handwriting of our general. Then if he replied us officially and said he doesn't need us, we forge ahead. We call it forge ahead. We forge ahead. Allow him to be. Because we have given him notification already and he received it. So what I want to say in addition to this, let us believe that the wife now who visited him is that notice. Let us use this wife as a notification, our own notification letter as IPOB. So let us wait and see the outcome of our notification.
Okay.
Yeah, in the days to come, let us wait and see. Then if he continue his way, that means he have tell us that he doesn't need us. Then we forge ahead.
Exactly. You've answered correctly. So that's why I painted the picture that there is certain things Mazi need to do. There are certain things we too need to do. We will continue to train ourselves, getting ready to go and save him. Whatever we need to do, we have to continue doing that. We have to continue our training. We have to continue our surveillance. We have to continue everything we need to do. Waiting for that response for him to now say, I don't want to be rescued by you. I now have a new group. Then we move on.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, these broadcasts have come to an end. I thank you all who joined this broadcast. And I say, may Chukwu Kikabema keep on being with us and strengthen us as we continue to keep on pressing. And we will keep on pressing. And thank God that IPOB have made arrangement, and the wife went there to visit him, to see him eyeball to an eyeball, in other way to relate some certain things with him. So if he decide not to reply our notice which was sent to him, that means he have lost interest in his own troop, according to this our brother who threw it as a military language. Then we forge ahead and we'll forge ahead and allow him to be. Let me just use the language, allow him to be. You now allow him to be. Whatever that happen after that, we shouldn't be bothered over that. in their own. Because when a soldier is being in that kind of, he will keep on communicating with his people for rescue. So that is it for now. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, may Chukwu Kabiama keep on being with us and guide us, give us more wisdom, and open more doors of connection to this very quest for our freedom. And I want to use this opportunity to plead with our youth. The election is approaching. Please, do not allow any politicians to use you. You see, this insecurity during election or election malpractices, let me tell you something. Without you, this kind of attitude by the politician can be successful. I repeat, without you being helping in destroying your own future through these greedy politicians, without you can be successful. Because their sons and their own daughter cannot come and snatch ballot paper. That is the problem. Their sons and their daughters are in London, in Canada, in US, in France, in Europe, other part of Europe. But they are using you to destroy your own future. They have already stolen from you and secure future for their own children. This is what I want this generation and this youth to know. When they called you, come and do this dirty job, if you reject it, their own son they can't send their own son. Then you will not see that everywhere will be quiet. There will be peace everywhere. But the problem is, they call you to come and sabotage your own freedom, your own well-being. You sabotage it. Tomorrow you turn around and cry. You are the same person that will turn around and cry. But you are the one who aided your own destruction. You will not turn around and start crying. You don't have hospital. You don't have school. You don't have road. You don't have employment. You don't have this. But you forgot that they give you money. The money that will not even last you for 2 months or 3 months. As soon as that money go into your pocket, you don't even know that this money that this man give me, can this money last me for 1 year? No. Can this money establish business for me? No. I have set an example. I said, if you want to know who these politicians are, don't go to them to give you money for feeding. Go to them and tell them, sir, ma, please, I need 40 million for business. That will be the end of you and that politician's relationship. Because you have demanded money that will be useful for your life. He will never allow you to come near him again. But go and meet that the same politician and say, oh sir, give us 500,000, make we and the boys, make we go flesh. Immediately we will go inside and give you 1 million. Because you know that money can never last you guys anything. But any day you go there and say, sir, please, I have a business proposal. I want to be useful for myself. Can you give? Because that money is nothing to them. I say, can you give me 40 million, sir? Do this for me. Let me establish myself. That will be the end of your relationship with him. I know what I'm talking about. I have been with them. That time you will now order security. Don't allow this guy to come here again. Because you know that he can never be able to use you again. You have sense. If you want to know that these people, they are heartless, go and demand for money that will be useful for you. He will cut you off. That's when he will cut you off. It's very simple. These people, they have money. Don't think they don't have money. They have money. If you're an economist, check now. I want to, okay. Imagine somebody that has, that hide 500 billion. Okay, now I want to open the eyes of these boys working, doing this dirty job for these politicians. Somebody that had 500 billion, and you people are 100. Okay, let me say you people are 100 boys in number that is doing dirty job for that politician. How much did I say he hide? He hide 500 billion. And you people are 100 in number. 100 boys in number. Out of these 100 boys in number, all of you team up. Go and meet that politician and say, oh God, settle us with 50 million. We want to, you see now, I am not saying settle us with 1 billion. He has a hide 500 billion. Underline that figure. And you people are 100 in number. I didn't say go and ask him for 1 billion. Because if you give him 1 billion, that means 100 billion has gone. You still have leftover 400 billions. Keeping somewhere that can even be more than enough for him. But I'm asking you now, go and ask him. Go and ask the same person. Is it a 0.50%? Is 50 million of 50 million of 1 billion? It's not even. It's not even 1/10. Because if it is 1/10, that means it's 100 million. So I am going now to 0.50. That's 50. Can I call it 50? That 0.5. You are going now for 0.5. Go and demand for 0.5 from that money, which is each of you 50 million. He will not give you. Because you know if he give you, you will not be able to carry gun to go and risk your life. Because when you remember you have 50 million, you want to be alive to enjoy the money, to enjoy business you open. Because that time, that money will serve you business comfortably. You will not like to risk your life. Do you see it now? Do you see the strategy here now? So he won't give it to you. Because the money he want to give you is money that will buy you kai, buy you drug, buy you strong wine, so that you can be charged to go and do nonsense. Then that the same politician, there's another example I want to give you. That the same politician, if he has female children, one of you who is doing that dirty job for him, approach one lady, one of his daughter, and say you want to marry that his daughter. That will be your end of approaching that house. He will spare you out of that environment, and he will order security never you to come near again, or you die. Then have you asked yourself, why is he rejecting you from his own daughters? Why is he rejecting you from handing over big money to you? All of you go and think. It's time to think. When you think, then when they approach you, you hand over your own demand to them. Then our city will be good. When the day you think well and they approach you, Michael, come and do this job for me. You open your mouth and say, Oga, which job is that? Yeah, I want you to go and help me cause problem here. This and then go and kill Mr. So. Okay, Oga. That here, the price is 200. No, if you tell him, Oga, I know say you get 100 billion. Give us 1 billion there. You will off his phone. Because he know that you have sense. That time he call you, I know say you get 100 billion now. Okay, to kill Mr. Michael, give us 1 billion inside the money. the same politician will hang on, you hang call. And if he hang call, that enmity within you and him have established. Because he will see that your demand as an insult to him. This thing is very simple. That's why I said there is no excuses for us to complain. Oh, I want to get more wine. So onyobula anima onyobula mari ihe time eja mo ihe origo onyobula mari ihe get sense. They will.